Hey there, gravel grinders. This is Paul, and I wanted to give you a quick overview of some of the things that I check for when I create a new route in RWGPS before I publish it. So here's the route that I created. So when you open RWGPS, click on Dashboard, you should see your most recent routes. And here's the route that I created yesterday. And you can see that I used green color for roads and a brown color for roads. And I'll show you briefly how I did that. So as I was creating the route, when I had add to route selected, I went to the color chooser here and picked green if it was an asphalt road and picked brown for my gravel roads. So that's how you do it. Pretty simple. So the next thing that I do before I publish the route is I review the cues. So you can see here I have a couple of make a U-turn, which tells me that I clicked on the wrong road when I was trying to draw my lines. So I need to fix that. I need to trim down some of the names of the roads. I don't like the word continue because people know that they're supposed to go straight. So I'm going to click on Review Cues, this link down here. It opens up this window. And this is a newer feature with Ride with GPS, I think, and it's really beneficial for route planners. So you can see we start here at the green dot, go around this traffic circle thing, or maybe we go right through Quick Trip, I'm not sure. But there's a comment here that says right, and over here, this orange dot is the queue that you are on. And the queue says turn right, and you can see it says onto 24th Avenue North or Elmcrest. And for, this is an area we ride frequently. People know of it as Elmcrest. The longer that this node is, the more space it's going to take on the cue card. So I really want to trim that down. And you know what? We're all these roads up here are north. So I'm just going to cut it down to that. Okay. So you can change the name of the note there, and then you click confirm, and it automatically moves to the next turn. So you saw how it zoomed in, and here we have a right onto 165th Street North. So I can see the road name here. That's correct. I'm going to click confirm, and then it says make a U-turn. So that is an error, and we don't want it to pop up on the GPS units or in the cue sheets. So I'm going to click delete, and then I'm going to confirm the delete. And here's another U-turn. I must have clicked on somebody's driveway. So when we get here, we're going to turn left. So this is a T intersection. So we definitely want to tell the riders to turn left there. It's Ingersoll Avenue. A right onto 170th, and that is correct. And a right on Norrell. And a right onto Square Lake Trail North. A left on Norrell, a right onto 120th, a left onto Manning, a right onto 110, a right onto Julianne, and then here's one where this is an S-curve road, and it's not a big deal for tomorrow's ride because it's only 33 miles, so there's not very many queues. But for longer events, the riders at this point, when this queue pops up on their GPS, they have no choice but to continue to go straight. So the beep, the alert, the instruction, whatever, it's pretty pointless. Even if it changes names, it's pretty pointless. So in this case, I'm going to delete it because the next queue is right up here. And I'm going to delete this queue. Even though it changes from Keats Avenue to 119th, there's no need for this to tell them to go straight. So I'm going to delete that. They are going to need to know to turn left on Keystone instead of turning right. Another left, another right, and then again, another continue. Delete that because there's a queue up here. Take a left onto 140th. And then there is a little jog in the road here. So we do want to tell them to take the right to stay on 140th. And then there's a bunch of continue straight. I'm going to delete that. Continue, delete that. Continue, delete that. Continue, delete that. Okay. Then they're going to take another turn on Forest Boulevard and then turn left on Frenchman. So I'm going to go back now that I think about this. So if you just click the previous button, it takes you back here. And I'm going to add a POI right here. And it's going to be a caution POI, okay? And it's going to say left turn ahead. So left turns are pretty dangerous for cyclists. And this intersection is busy. There's going to be a lot of cars on a Saturday morning. And I'm going to move it back here so it pops up and lets them know that they're supposed to be really careful here at that turn. Okay. And then, oops, this is an error. And so I have this leg going out and I want them to go straight, which would be this direction. So I got to go back to the route editor and delete this. So I'm going to hit this. It says return to the route editor for full edit options. So I'm going to hit close review. And then I can see that this whole road is messed up here. So I got to bump that over there. And that fixed that leg. So now if I go back to the review queues link on the bottom left and then click previous, it takes us back to that caution left-hand turn on Frenchman. And then there's a turn right here. This is like a service road. So I'm going to add that. And then it says our review is complete. So I'm going to do one last thing, return to route planner. I'm going to add a POI here. Boink. And I'm going to call it finish. Not ferry. Where's my finish? There we go. And I don't need to name it. Oh, all right. Finish line. And I do want to route to it. So there you go. Whoops. I want it to be green. I'm going to undo that. Now it's green. Now I've clicked there. Now I click route to POI and it adds it in. Okay. So those are the things that I've done to review the queues before publishing. So now I'm going to click save and it's going to ask me if I want to update it or save it as a new route. I do want to update that. I'm going to hit save here. And now it is complete. Thanks for watching.